What is up, Spartans? Batman here to talk about every map that we got a chance to play in the beta for Halo Infinite. Let's jump in. Now, first off, let me go ahead and say that the way that it was rolled out over the weekend was great. So the first map that they launched was Live Fire. It is basically the Avery Johnson's training grounds that they use using his name for training Spartans. This map was a great looking map. It almost looks like it's on Reach. I don't know about the lore if they've decided where that's on, but that's what it kind of reminded me of. Very grassy areas. There's a lot of sight lines. I think it's a perfect training kind of map. If lore wise where they're trying to go, there's a tower. I always kind of refer to it as Sniper Tower. And then there's a nice underground tunnel that is great for close combat and a great place for the Bulldog to shine. Also, there was Overshield. This one had 3 to 4 main sight lines. So if you're on the Sniper Tower, if you played it, you'll know what I'm talking about. You could easily look at 2 of the main lanes. Obviously, you can't look underground. But then if you go down the stairs to the right just a little bit, you can kind of see the line of sight on the right side. But there's a lot of great areas in here that I thought were a lot of fun. One thing I did notice is that the power weapons changed. And this was across the maps in general, that some of the weapons would change, the weapon spawns. Not just power weapons, but primary weapons as well. I don't know if that's what they were planning on in terms of they want it to be kind of rotating, because I saw the skewer as well as the sniper rifle spawn in the exact same spot. Not at the same time, obviously, but almost per game. I don't know if they were testing out to see which ones people enjoyed better, or if they're planning on rotating them, which I don't think would be a good idea. I think it should go legacy style, where the weapons spawn where they say, and that's it. So if it's sniper on that map, it's sniper. The second map was Recharge. Recharge was really cool. It's almost like a water station, and the thing I love the most about this map was how vertical it was. How easy it was to, you could be at the bottom and move your way to the top, and not even with the grappling hook, although that of course would help. But I found just from watching some plays that there was a lot of ways you could jump and get a higher vantage point, even if you started at the base ground. This map was just a lot of fun to play with. It has a lot of good outside areas. It didn't feel quite as 3 lanes as Live Fire did. It actually felt more like a circular map. And you'll see on what I'm talking about how they have some good outside areas, even though it's all indoors, by these map layouts created by Archer Bloodshot. They made these maps and they look almost identical to the style you would see in MCC, which I thought was great. And I didn't see them until after the beta, so it didn't really help me, but I think it's great to have an over-the-top overlay to see kind of where it is. And you'll see certain spots, like on Recharge specifically, you'll see where it looks like a commando and a battle rifle. And that's because they interchange depending on the spawn, which again, I'm not sure why they did it that way. But like picking up the gravity hammer, this is a great map for the grappling hook. Walkways and ways to escape, so that one was really great for that reason. Now my favorite map was Bazaar. Like, this was the map I was most excited to try when they first showed off the multiplayer. I just said that is a beautiful map, and knowing that it's in New Mombasa, which obviously adds to the lore a bit, but then the map itself was just a lot of fun. The center courtyard, I think this is going to be a very objective based map. Both Live Fire and Recharge were both asymmetrical maps, whereas Bazaar was a very symmetrical map. And so I think this is one of those maps that they are really designing for things like Capture the Flag, which would be a lot of fun. My favorite areas to go into was the balconies just above the center courtyard. But when you're in the center courtyard, it just felt like you were in the middle of it all when everything was going down. This was easily my favorite map, and again, the map I was most looking forward to. The threat detector was on this map. This was the only map I believe that the threat detector was on. I didn't really study these maps too much. I didn't get to play very much because I was on vacation for some of it, so I just tried to play where I could and do a little bit of streaming. But for the most part, it was a blast. The color scheme, the brightness, the textures, the coloring. I know a lot of people are saying it's almost like Call of Duty, but I'm fine with a map like this because it fits within the Halo universe perfectly. And it almost brings us back to old Halo 2 days. So I'm very excited to see what other maps they have in store for us. I know they showed off a map or 2 that we didn't get to see yet or play on yet. So it'll be interesting to see what other maps they have in store for us by the time of launch. Please let us know in the comments down below which map was your favorite and what remake maps would you like to see them bring into Halo Infinite. Now that we've gotten a taste of the gameplay, Let's see what ideas you guys can come up with. But that's all we have for today. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching TST Gaming, and until next time, just play.